When Christine voiced her worries about monogamy in the most recent Sister Wives episode, fans were taken aback. Fans are aware that of Kody's previous marriages, Christine has always been the most direct. Regardless of what others may think, she never holds back when speaking her mind. She was concerned about her future and her tendency to splurge a few days earlier. She seems to be more troubled by her monogamous marriage than by her future. Christine admitted to David that she believes she is a poor monogamist. Did she mention anything else? What's his response? Read on to find out. David and Christine discussed their future in one of the Sister Wives episodes. He made a joke about what would occur if she were forced to depend on his money. He made a joke about his never-ending Amazon orders, which led to the conversation. She went on to say that she does consider her tendency to overspend. She later talked candidly about her spending habits during her marriage to Kody. Fans discovered a deeper message in the exchange, even though everything appeared to be great. On Reddit, someone made a post about it. He may have alluded to his retirement, some believed. After her and the Coyote Pass tale concluded, some believed her plot needed consistency. One TikTok user, however, speculated that David might have unintentionally hinted that the show wouldn't return after season 21. In the most recent Sister Wives episode, Christine confessed to David when they were together, perhaps at a spa. She informed him that Danielle claimed to be an awful monogamist. She's like, "How independent were you before?" She went on. And I said, "Very." "Hello, we need to communicate," David continued. "We need to talk about a number of topics. It's a completely different universe." Christine also mentioned in the confessional that Danielle is her sister and that she typically receives great counsel from her. She merely gave me a look. "You are a horrible monogamist," she said. Christine went on to say that she controls the entire household. She told David that it was still difficult when they returned to the scene. She went on to say, "Marriage is something you work at." "You have to work at being married or monogamous," Christine added. "I'm new to this whole monogamy thing," she said. The reality personality went on to say that it differs greatly from both polygamy and being single. She said, "It really is about having this partner and learning how to just rely on somebody else." Services for streaming TV online. "It's just a whole new thing to figure out," she informed the cameras, but her spouse, David, will always be there to comfort her, no matter what. He assured her that she was doing well and that they were working things out. He said, "So it comes along, we address it and figure it out." Christine reiterated that it's all new and said she appreciates his patience. For years, viewers of Sister Wives have witnessed Christine Brown's transformation from Kody Brown's submissive third wife to a self-assured, self-confident woman forging a new life for herself. One of the most traumatic narrative twists in the show's history, her choice to leave Kody in 2021 sparked countless discussions about independence, identity, and the psychological effects of polygamy. However, Christine's escape from the multiple family isn't the subject of the most recent buzz around her. It's not an unvarnished, shocking admission that astonished fans. Christine Brown is questioning whether she is truly a lousy monogamist. Yes, Christine, the lady who battled valiantly to free herself from the oppressive framework of multiple marriages, is now wondering if a one-man relationship is more difficult than she ever thought. And drama isn't being played for its own sake. A completely new side of Christine's inner world is revealed through this intensely emotional unraveling. A fresh start. With fresh demands, viewers have witnessed Christine's brilliant and glowing existence, full of road trips, laughing, and countless cooking sessions, ever since she married David Woolley. She seemed to be happier than she had been in many years. Supporters hailed their wedding as a triumph for a woman who had suffered from emotional isolation and neglect for years. However, beneath the happiness and picture-perfect moments is a more subdued reality. Christine is a first-time monogamous wife. She was a part of an intricate, multi-layered system from the moment she married Kody. 3 other ladies, each with their own wants, expectations, routines, and emotional ties, lived with her husband. Every heartbreak was shared. All the wonderful times were diluted. Every negative experience was magnified. Christine was thus thrust into uncharted emotional territory by entering into a 2-person marriage. "Maybe I'm bad at monogamy," she said, finally expressing the worry she could no longer contain. Where was the source of this fear? Christine didn't make that admission lightly. Rather, it happened while she was feeling overwhelmed by the demands of her new life. Her marriage to David Woolley necessitates her being totally present, in contrast to her marriage with Kody, where she frequently felt invisible, ignored, and marginalized. A revolving schedule does not exist. There is no division of attention between households. no inherent breaks in the partnership. Every choice, every vulnerability, every day it is simply Christine and David. That intensity is overpowering for a woman who shared her husband for 30 years. According to reports, she acknowledged that she is concerned about whether she is now too autonomous. Is she withdrawing unintentionally because she's accustomed to being alone? Did her polygamy make her incapable of being a whole partner? She doesn't know how to handle intimacy because she was raised to demand emotional isolation. These are not straightforward issues. They are remnants of trauma, molded by years spent in a system that failed to provide her with the necessary emotional reciprocity. Why fans are astonished, the sister wife who desired monogamy the most was always Christine. Throughout the series, she often acknowledged that having a husband felt strange, unpleasant, and emotionally draining. She was annoyed by Kody's partiality, particularly for Robyn. She missed the one-on-one love she yearned for. In her ideal relationship, she would be the sole love of the other person. Therefore, many people find it unexpected that Christine is suddenly questioning her capacity to keep a monogamous marriage. However, the dread makes perfect sense when you examine Christine's story in detail. Trust is necessary for monogamy. For years, Christine felt undeserving of Kody's undivided attention. Vulnerability is necessary for monogamy. In order to live, Christine developed the ability to compartmentalize her emotions. Emotional reciprocity is necessary for monogamy. Kody never showed Christine that consistency. Monogamy necessitates trust in the partnership. Christine questioned her role in her own marriage for decades. She is still haunted by the ghost of Kody Brown. The psychological effects of Christine's multiple marriages are still very much present, despite the fact that she has joyfully moved on. Her recollections reverberate with Kody's critiques. His partiality still hurts. Her conception of relationship was influenced by his emotional desertion. And probably most harmful of all, Christine was taught that she was too much. Too sentimental. Too dependent. Too envious. Too demanding for polygamy's meager affection. Kody made hurtful remarks, such as suggesting that Christine was demanding, dramatic, or difficult because she wanted to be treated fairly. The mere fact that she got married again doesn't make those wounds go away. Therefore, Christine's question about whether she's bad at monogamy has nothing to do with David. It has to do with these psychological wounds that Kody left on her. David Woolley's response. A touching astonishment. Insiders close to Christine claim that David didn't mock, shrug off, or scoff at her fears. Rather, he listened, comforted her, and urged her to express all of her emotions. Christine never had that experience with Kody alone. She's not bad at monogamy. She just never had a chance to experience it before. David allegedly informed her. She is healing, not too independent. She is rebuilding, not falling behind. She is a collaborator, not a burden. Christine has been able to gradually overcome her anxiety that she is somehow faulty thanks to this patient approach. Support, according to fans, is precisely what led Christine to fall in love with David in the first place. Why Christine is more human than ever after making this admission, despite her internal agony. Christine was portrayed for years as vivacious, upbeat, and unendingly hopeful. As she revealed how unhappy she really was in her marriage, viewers gradually noticed the cracks in her optimism. However, a deeper vulnerability is revealed by this new admission. This time, Christine is learning how to be a wife in a healthy setting. She is unlearning the survival skills she developed during multiple marriages. For the first time, she is allowing someone to fully love her. That is awful. However, it's also brave. Fans find her more accessible and authentic than ever before because of her willingness to face her fears head-on. What this signifies for Christine's prospects, although her confession shocked her admirers, the response has been overwhelmingly positive. People respect her candor and realize that recovery takes time, particularly after years of living in a dysfunctional marriage. Christine's voyage will probably go on to investigate greater emotional closeness with David, gaining faith in a partner who is truly there, giving up behaviors influenced by polygamy, taking on past triggers, rebuilding her sense of value. Furthermore, it appears like Christine is staying put based on what viewers have seen. She is dedicated to both her new marriage and her personal development. She is not weak because she is honest. It's an indication of progress. A strong call to action for fans. In actuality, Christine's moment of uncertainty serves as a reminder that recovery takes time. An unpleasant situation might be left behind. Someone who treats you well can be found. Building a new life that feels like sunshine is possible. But it takes time for your past to fade. Monogamy is not a problem for Christine. She has never had the opportunity to learn about love before. And perhaps, just possibly, that's what her story is all about.